Hey, Tutorshop teachers. This is Matt. Today we're going to cover Microsoft Teams. Now, this one is a really interesting platform in the fact that it has a lot of really cool features available, especially in the chat area, in the chat and collaborate. So first thing we're going to do is find Microsoft Teams on Google. We're going to go ahead and sign in. Now, if you don't already have a Gmail or account that's compatible with Microsoft, it may make you create one, but a lot of people already have accounts that work with it, so it should be a pretty easy process. So we're jumping into Microsoft Teams. So if you look on the left side of the screen, you'll see Activity, Chat, Teams, Meetings, Calls, and Files. So your activity is basically going to be like your notification or your feed. So anything that gets added, or if you add somebody to a group or a new file gets created, a PowerPoint gets created, Word document, it shows up here. It shows all the things that are happening in your different various teams. If you want to look just at what files have been posted, you can do that as well by selecting Files at the top. So that covers activity. Into the cool stuff now, chat. So the chat features on this are really cool. You can obviously do regular chat. Hey. But you can also format how your messaging is done. You can do delayed delivery on messages. You can attach files, emojis, different GIFs, stickers. You can do even a Quizlet. And you can also attach a couple other cool different 365 applications to this as well. Now, the next step would be video calling. So say you don't have anybody added to your list yet. Over here in the top right, you could choose to add people, and you could enter their email or their name, and you can find them that way and add them to your group. So I've already added Amber, so let's go ahead and do a video call. So I'm calling Amber Smith now. And Amber Smith is answering. And okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the screen share option and a couple of the other options available on here as well. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I'm going to mute my camera and hope that, or mute my mic and hope that that gets rid of any interference. So right now, my video camera's on, but hers is not. And let's say I wanted to open up a chat. I can click the chat box right here at the bottom. This will open up the chat that we've had. If I wanted to show the participants, I would just click this tab right here. It'll show everyone who's currently in the call, and I could also invite others to this call as well. In the more actions, you have show device settings, and this will show you your audio and visual settings to make sure that everything is working. You can double check to see that everything's going good there. You can enter full screen mode, transfer call, consult the transfer, turn off incoming video. Now the share option options are really cool. You have just the classic screen share. So if I wanted to, I could show Amber everything that's happening on my screen. But you can also browse for different Office 365 things with which to share as well. And on some computers, PCs, and Macs, you can have a whiteboard option available to you as well. So very useful, very helpful there. Let's go ahead and do the screen share option on Amber's so we can see what she's working on. And so she is on the Microsoft Teams page. And she'll go over to the Microsoft page. Very cool. So I can see everything that she's working on, and I can help instruct her through everything that she would need help with on there. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Amber. You've been a big help. So let's go ahead and hang up. And that about covers the chat functions using a Chromebook. Let's check out what they have in Teams. Now, the way they've got this set up is you have the Teams tab first, and underneath Teams you have what are called channels. So within these different teams and channels, you can choose to create posts, upload files, and work on things collaboratively, and everyone can work on it together. So let's say you wanted to add a tab and we wanted to work on PowerPoint. We could do that. We could name this tab PowerPoint on erosion. All right, so we'll go ahead and select that. There are no files at this location. All right. Yeah. Well, we don't need to go to add here in order to do that. We can click new here and then add a PowerPoint presentation here, call it erosion. And it'll open up a PowerPoint presentation for us. And it will allow everyone in the team to collaborate and work on the erosion PowerPoint. Erosion 6th grade project. And so that is one of the cool things that you can do using Teams. And obviously it's not limited just to PowerPoint and Word. It's pretty much every Office 365 application is available. You can also upload documents from your computer. Sync is great for when you've got multiple people uploading documents at the same time. And of course, you can download and copy link. And it is extremely helpful and has been extremely helpful in work collaboration, especially on a deadline, because everyone can meet up and everyone can work together on a single project. So let's say we just want to look at some general files that we had. And okay, so we got testing round 1. And this was a PowerPoint covering some of the finer points that I may have forgotten to mention earlier. Getting set up. You've connected with Microsoft Teams and are now getting to see what it has to offer. This platform allows users to co-author, collaborate, share documents, files, provides virtual meeting spaces, call and chat and call functions. In this app, you will have the different views available to you on the left side of your screen. And all right, looks like we covered some of that stuff as far as Teams, channels, and all that fun stuff. Files and uploading, we can work with Word, Excel, all that fun stuff simultaneously. The Wiki tab is great for storing extra information. All right. And chat functions. Group chats can host up to 100 people. peer-to-peer chats and individual chats. You can enter text files, emojis, and other things. The screen sharing and file sharing is available as well. All that is fun. This has a lot to offer. Um, it is a little bit more challenging to get set up initially, though. What else do we have to go over? We can check out meetings. And meetings are great if you wanted to send someone a reminder. So let's say meeting about erosion. And let's go ahead and schedule that for 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we'll hit schedule. And then it's going to ask us to copy the meeting invitation or share via Google Calendar. I'm going to go ahead and just copy the invitation. And we're going to go ahead and send that message to Amber. And she'll get a message that says, "You're invited to join a Microsoft Teams meeting," and it'll allow her to join at that time. And it should also send her a push notification as a reminder. So files will show you pretty much everything that you've uploaded on your Microsoft Teams. Down here you have apps, and like I said, it's pretty much everything from Office 365 and then a whole bunch of other applications that you can play around with as well. I know that Quizzes and Quizlet are both big. So you again have a lot to offer and a lot to work and collaborate with in this. The calls tab here is just going to be your contacts, history, potential voicemails that have gone in and out. And outside of that, and again, this is a very rudimentary, broad strokes approach to it, but this is Microsoft Teams. It's got a lot to offer, and there's definitely a lot to learn from it. Let's see here. Yes, if we wanted to turn on our favorite apps and files into the tabs at the top of the chat, we can do that. You can do the same thing down here in Teams when you're doing the add over here. Well, that should just about cover it for Microsoft Teams. In order to sign out, you just sign out right here. And again, feel free to contact me if you have any questions regarding Microsoft Teams. I'd be happy to help you out and help get you started. And we'll have you join up, and we can start collaborating and adding in different fun work ideas into the Tutorshop teams and all that. Well, I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to you guys really taking this on and making it your own. All right, thanks.